Okay, Rhino, so currently we are in this town out of nowhere. We've been turned into this wooden form that we can't really do a whole lot of stuff with. The Great Fairy has apparently been turned into like a bunch of small fairies. We gotta put her back together. And there's, of course, I was trying to look up. There is also that creepy moon in the sky. So what should we do?
To the milk bar.
I was gonna say, let's go have some fun in a playground, but that works too. I'm not sure. Okay, actually, real quick. I know this is something I'm assuming we can do right now. Is it something we can get the heart piece for in this first 3-day cycle?
I don't see why you couldn't, because you just had to beat her in all 3 days, right?
Alright, I just want to make sure. Actually, wait, no. I don't want to do this yet. I just realized. And you will see why later. But anyway, what's up, YouTube? This is Arlie, as usual. I'm Max.
I'm Rhino.
And I'm going to see if I... No, I can't. I was going to see if I could cheat the system by using the Decky Flower to get over that piece of heart. Instead, let's talk to this guy! Do you want to voice him or should I?
What's this? Green clothes, white fairy. Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy?
I like how his face actually follows Tattle, by the way. Look at that.
Ooh, pretty light.
Yeah, he literally watches Tattle.
Huh.
Alright, anyway.
Oh my. My name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir. A forest fairy.
No.
Alas, though I am already aged 35, no fairy has come to me yet.
Look at me, I'm 35 and I've already wasted my entire life.
My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why?
You speak the truth, sir!
I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy.
You do not speak the truth anymore. Okay, now he's actually looking at me.
Now while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father.
Boing, boing, boing.
Lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends.
Tingle's new mixtape coming out this fall.
Yes, in exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap, as a sign of my friendship.
Okay.
Will you buy one of Tingle's maps?
Alright, so I'm gonna buy the Clocktown map, just so I have it. Of course.
Yippee!
Da-da-da-da, we got the map of Clocktown. So, we already know how the map works.
Well, call again. Tinkle, tingle, kulu limpa.
Okay.
These are the magic words that Tingle created himself.
Don't steal them. Sorry, I just had to do the last one. I always imagine him like just getting like really angry with that last one. Alright, so anyway. You still there?
Playground?
No, we're not doing the playground yet. I think, like you said, we can probably do it now, but I want to wait until we have turned back into human, and you'll see why when the time comes. But for now, basically now, what we're going to do first is we're going to get that fairy, who is
Fountain, main square.
Yeah, sorry, I get like during the night it's around here, so I'm also just trying to get into every location, which I have now done. So.
I like how you leave a little trail when you spin.
Yeah. I like how also the stairs are totally just a ramp.
Wheelchair accessible.
Yeah, gotta keep that in mind. You there! Now, when you are a deck scrub, you can't swim, you just bounce in the water. Please, hear my plea. The masked skulkin has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return me to the fairy fountain in North Clocktown.
Into your pants.
Deculink is totally shirtless, by the way.
Yes, and he wears a kilt.
A manly kilt.
Made of manly grass to cover his manly ass. Except he's a child.
He's a manly child.
He does kill things.
Another interesting thing from the manga is that it actually gave a little bit of a thing at the start before Link actually got into the forest, where there's like a little sequence just to kind of like introduce him, I guess, in a sense, if anybody picked up the book but didn't read Ocarina of Time or whatever. Basically, he went to like this castle or something and had a duel with the knights there, and this is 10-year-old Link, and he beat every single one of them.
Nice.
It was like a sparring duel. And then immediately afterwards, he ate like more than all of them combined at dinner.
Hello, pointy boobs.
Tattle, and you, young one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic, the Gathering. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it.
Accept this piece of me into your body.
Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Yeah, it's about what happens when you play Magic the Gathering. You get really confused and then you feel powerful.
And you were floating for some reason.
I mean, if you have flying, yes. Granted magic power, so as a Deku Scrub, this means we can shoot bubbles!
The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former shape, come see me. I shall give you more help.
Goodbye, Dale.
Those things.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway, so now that we've done that, obviously our next thing to do is to put our bubble power to the use. You'll notice also now that Tingle is now floating in a balloon.
Yes.
I don't know why they didn't just have him floating in a balloon all the time so that you couldn't buy the map until afterwards, but I guess, I don't know, maybe it was annoying for some reason.
Maybe they thought you needed the map before then.
Anyway, I'm gonna get some target practice at shooting at Skull Kid's face.
How does a bubble pop a balloon?
Well, maybe when the bubble pops, it creates enough friction against the balloon or something.
You the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku Scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, line up, guys. In order to be a bomber, your first job is to blow up...
Never mind.
If you can fight all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Are you ready?
Yeah! Yeah! Bleh.
You know what's funny?
What?
You notice how your hat is massive when you're a Deku Scrub?
Yeah.
If you stepped into that thing instead of wearing it as a hat, you'd look like a Caterpie.
Yeah, probably. Right, where do I go? Oh, right, now I'm doing the hide and seek thing. Okay, I don't quite remember exactly where all these guys are. Basically, what you have to do is you have to spin into them, or just catch them. I believe you can use bubbles and Deku Nuts to kind of stun them for a moment.
Or just spin into them.
Alright, 3 left.
I don't think there were 2 in this area in the DS version.
In the 3DS version, I know for a fact that they're moved around. So you can, we can like compare notes here, I guess. But basically, anyway, I'm now going to go, because I don't think there's... Pause. Oh, hi!
Let me go see.
Alright. I caught this guy a second ago, like right before you left. Alright, so, shit, what was I saying? Yeah, okay, so... I didn't need to do that. But basically, yeah, that guy's there in this version, and there were those 2 in North Block Town. There are none in South, and there's 1 in West, and I believe there's another one here in East.
In the 3DS version, I don't remember exactly, but I remember there was generally 1 in each area, and they were different places at night, and some of them would hide in boxes and stuff.
Also, Night of the First Day. And yeah, I know one of them in the 3DS version was hiding in, like, yeah, this guy's here in this version. So, we could go up to him, he will jump off with the cuckoo and go down to the ground.
Oh.
Or just do this. Oh, no, he jumps down to the ground anyway, but at least now we can just easily grab him. Alright, so yeah, there's 1 in West, there are 2 in East, and there's 2 in North, and there's none in South. I always thought it was weird that it was called South Clocktown when instead of being like, Center Clocktown or something and have the laundry pool be south, but...
I guess the laundry pool's technically just off to the side.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, I used to just for the sake of consistency, I always called it Southwest.
Yeah, because it is.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're going up here and we're going to get the last kid.
The banker's over there in this version? Forgot that.
Yeah, he's in West Clocktown in this version as opposed to North Clocktown or South Clocktown in 3DS version.
I have to admit, it was damn convenient to have him right across from the save point.
Yes, and I will say, that choice, I would be fine if it had been that way from the very beginning. It was just annoying to my memory when it was like that. So I won't complain too much about that. Anyway.
Yeah.
You're pretty good for a deku scrub.
Heh, scrub.
If only you were human.
Oh, there's a great line coming up.
Then I could give you an original Bomber's Notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think?
No way! No scrubs!
I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy did we ever regret it. Sorry.
Did we ever hear the story behind that?
I think it's basically just implication that Skull Kid joined him, and through that is how he got to the observatory and, like, made those threats and whatnot.
But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once though, so pay close attention.
Even though he says that, you can just look at it any other time. So, alright, are you ready? Turn, turn, turn. Wow, they just went from right to left. 3, 2, 1, 5, 4.
Here to Satora Haya's in East Clocktown.
And yes, that is random every time, so.
Yeah, mine I think it was like 5, 4, 1, 3, 2.
3, 2, 1, 5, 4. Alright. Right, it's in East Clocktown. Sorry, it's just I know roughly where everything is, or more
It says
or
it's
less.
in East Clocktown, goes to South Clocktown.
Well, that's how I get to East Clocktown.
There's
Well,
a-
okay, yeah, I know there is another way. It's just that I was standing right by this doorway, so. I like how on the map, when you spin, your arrow freaks out.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Hello there.
If you want past here, you have to say the secret code.
3, 2, 1, 5, 4.
That's right, if you know the code, you remember, right? Okay, here you go.
Weep, weep. Right. Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever!
He strutted away from that doorway.
Yeah. Is it really even a doorway?
In the darkness, there may be a doorway?
In the darkness hides the truth. Uh-oh. Nope.
Not quite. That last hop may look impressive, but it really doesn't get you that far.
Also,
Skulltula.
dead. The enemy battle music in Majora's Mask is much better than in Ocarina of Time. What are you gonna say now? Oh, never mind. When Tattle like just pops up to say that stuff, I'm probably just gonna ignore it and just skip through it just to get it out of the way because it's really not that useful.
It's a hell of an explosion for that balloon.
Yeah. Now I remember this always weirded me out. Because you go through all these sewers and stuff, and then you come out here and... Light show!
I noticed they didn't put in the cave drawings.
What do you mean?
There were a bunch of wall drawings in that room you were just in, with the balloon and stuff in the 3DS version.
Probably didn't have the graphics for it.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of Skull Kid art.
You can voice this guy, if you want.
Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today.
Bitch, you calling me strange looking? Look at your face!
Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Why does everyone have very bright red noses? I just noticed this. Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend the other day.
Why do you assume that I'm his friend? Sorry, I tried to cough through my mustache.
That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments.
Then I can't play saxophone.
He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Except I did, because it's still here.
There was no stopping him from making threats.
Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope?
Sure. Let's look through the telescope. And eat.
Hey, who said you could look through that?
There he is. He's dancing. He looks up at the moon, and apparently he glares at it so hard he makes it cry.
No, my self-esteem.
Looks back at him, spanking his ass at us. Then he shook his ass at us, and then he jumped away to nothing.
To the moon?
Maybe. Oh, you're still talking.
Well, did you find that troublemaker? It was that loud, and that loud noise, which may or may not have happened. I'm old, I forget things. What was that, or wasn't it? Perhaps another moon sphere has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. Maybe I should glare at the moon someday, get rich off that shit. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. It's almost like he can jump or fly or something. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival.
Unless you have a key or something.
Or a propeller hat.
Or you have flying and haste.
Yes, that too.
You don't even know what I'm referencing. Moon steer! Alright, that's done. Alright. So the moon's tier is used. We give that to the business scrub, basically, or not business scrub, the Deku scrub who took that yellow flower that we walked up to before, and then we can.
He is a business scrub.
He is technically a business scrub, but he doesn't sell us stuff yet. And then we do that so that we get the Deku flower, so that we can fly up to that door, so that we can enter and go to the top of the clock tower on the eve of the carnival.
Yep.
But that's on the night of the third day.
Speak to your friendly neighborhood bushman.
I think I will do that in a little bit, but first, okay, let me just get through this over. I am going to do some other things first, like see if I can get rupees or something. Basically, I'm gonna go back now. Also, it's actually faster to use the old lady to skip days than the Scarecrow.
Oh, right, because she can do like a full day, can't she?
Yeah, so I'll probably just do it that way. Also, once I get back there... Okay, actually, real quick, I'm just gonna... grab that. Okay. I might also see if I can get some rupees from around so I can put them into the bank.
No, I was about to say you feel like finding the dongos, but you can't actually get out of town yet.
Yeah, no, and I can't get over to the, Well, actually, I might be able to flower propeller over there. Let me see.
I found a dongo is the best way of money grinding in this game. Because, I mean, you just zip out there, you get about 80 to 100 rupees, you pop back in, you go back out, rinse and repeat.
Will I make it? No, I am not making it.
Nowhere close.
No, okay, I know there are glitches and stuff you can do so that you can get there as a scrub, but... Nah. I'm a scrub.
And that's why you can't get there.
I've already sold out of my wares and the carnival hasn't even begun. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I could buy a gift for my wife and return to her in my village.
I like
I've
how
heard
he
that
strokes his leaf mustache.
I've heard that a stone called the Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. If you've got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here, Deku flower included.
Can we tell which Dekus are female, aside from that one obvious one that you probably thought of?
I don't know. Maybe the leaf tufts somehow. Or the lack of mustache.
Ah, that stone! You must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here, Deku flower included, yes?
So we get a land title deed. And that I just warped up onto the flower.
You really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel or strange, sparkling stone like this in a very long time, ever since she saw my balls. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs, but you already know that.
R.L. Yoshi 2016, Deku Scrubs have crystal balls.
If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it.
I mean, if they could tell the future, maybe.
Propeller hat away.
He needs one entire sack for just that one little stone.
No, that's the rest of his wares.
But he said he sold out of them. Why does he have the other two bags? Unless they're full of money.
Yes.
All right. Well, Now he's just running into the... Oh, God! Ah,
The asshole dog.
Okay, now anyway, I'm gonna see if I can try this. I'm just gonna use a little bit of time to try this. Because I just want to show off if I can actually do this. Hang on. Because I saw in the speed run I'm talking about, they were able to, basically do a backflip that allowed them to actually grab onto this, but apparently it's not working. How did they do it? I forget. Pretty sure it was just a backflip.
Maybe you had to not be under the lip.
Maybe. Oh, hang on. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
That always, just caught me off guard whenever I suddenly did that. Especially because I was usually in the middle of a dungeon.
Dawn of the second day! 48 hours remain!
And cue rain.
Not yet.
Oh.
That is totally the wrong way. Go the other way. But anyway, yeah. I know in the speed there is a way to do that, and I'm just messing it up. I'll try it out in a little bit, but first I think I'm going to go to the West Clock Town and deposit my 33 rupees.
Do you want to poke the owl stone too?
You can only do that when you have a sword.
Ah.
I'm trying to go to West Clock Town! What am I doing?
I don't know. I'm just kind of watching you because I was looking at the tip of your hat. Because another thing I noticed in the 3DS version is when you spin, the end of your hat becomes like a spiky root.
Yeah, it doesn't do that in this version. Also, now there's the rain. Yeah, I'm kind of glad it doesn't do that here because it was confusing to me.
I mean, it made sense why it hurt.
Hey, the guy, won't you deposit some rupees? Nowadays, even the people have money, they don't deposit any. Nothing! So, for a limited time, we'll give you a special gift based on how much you deposit. For example, if you deposit 200 rupees, get an item that holds a lot of rupees. So, it'll be deposit rupees. Alright, so, how much? Really? Are you really depositing 33 rupees? Yes. Seriously, that's a lot! So, little guy, what's your name? Aryoshi, is it? Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Hey, relax. It doesn't leave any marks. It's not gonna hurt.
But it does transcend time.
Tom does nothing. There, now I'll know you when I see you. Alright, little guy, I've now got a total of 33 rupees from you. Here, I can deposit as a matter. You save a bunch. Alright. Now that that's done, is there really anything else to do around here as Deku?
I mean, there was that playground thing, but you didn't do the first day.
I also don't want to do that until I can become human because I want to show something off. So,
can you do the postman timer thing?
I don't think so. Even if we could, there is no possible way I will have the skill. Funny thing about that, by the way, in the Japanese version of Majora's Mask, that timer, you have to get it down to the,
100th of a second?
Okay, you know how it's basically like, you have to get 10.0?
Yeah.
You have to get 10.00.
100th of a second.
Yeah. And in the speedrun, they were trying to do that, and they didn't have the bunny hood.
Oh, wow. Did they do it?
Yes, eventually. There were like 4 people playing, and they, I'm trying to make my way to the old lady. There were like 4 people who were all doing the thing at different times, or like doing the run at different times, and, they kept trading off. Like, every time they failed, it switched over to someone else. So, eventually one of them got it right. And also, every time they screwed up, they were donating more money to the speedrun.
Because they were wasting time? Or was this like one of the points where they were waiting for something else in town to happen, so they're like, hey, let's go try this?
I'm not sure. They have like a specific order for how they do things. Also, I have no idea if I can find the... You know, I'm just gonna go do the Curiosity Shop and dance with the Scarecrow because I can't get into the room right now.
Yeah. Isn't she like on the first floor?
Oh, is she?
I thought she was on the first floor.
Out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my... Ugh! Some people.
Yeah, I think
she totally is on the first floor.
Yeah.
Oh, Tortoise, did you finish helping Father? Then let Mother read you a story. Now, which story would you like to hear?
The 4 Giants.
The 4 Giants, is it? This is quite long, but it is a good story for you to hear, so I'll read it with some extra gusto. Ahem! Blah 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 blah. Oh, are you awake? I guess its story was a little hard for Tortoise, but don't give up. Try again later.
When we're all dead.
It's been a long time since we've had a picnic at Romani Ranch, hasn't it?
Alright, it's the final day now.
Time to go dance with the Scarecrow.
Yep!
Party till the end of the world.
Literally! Hey, something occurred to me.
Yo.
After this third day passes, people can finally shut up about saying that the moon landing was a hoax.
Ha.
I find it kind of funny, like, you know, the freaking, everybody's, like, arguing or whatever about all this. Like, the like, construction workers and the guards. You know what? That's what I'll do right now, because I'm pretty sure they're still in there. I'll go to East Clonktown real quick and show that off before I go dance with the Scarecrow.
It is funny, it's like, yeah, the moon isn't actually falling, it's just like... Do you not have the ability to look up? It's like, no,
Yeah.
my neck doesn't let me do that.
But I can turn my head twice and then go rah 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 rah!
Is that a reference
10
that
a.m.
went over my head,
Hang on.
or did you just make that up?
What?
I said, is that a reference that went over my head, or did you just make that up?
I made that up because that's what the guy's head does.
Huh.
Yeah, you can see it right here. He turns his head and goes, blah! Turn, blah! Alright, I'll you be the guards and I'll be the other guy.
Most of the townsfolk have already taken shelter without waiting for the mayor's orders.
Wow, bitches.
The only ones left are the public servants and the committee members.
And also us.
Mr. Mayor and Carnival Committee members, please order those who remain to evacuate.
Wow. You cowards! Do you actually believe the moon will fall? The confused townsfolk simply caused a panic by believing this ridiculous, groundless theory. The soldiers couldn't prevent the panic, but outside the town walls is where the danger is. You want answers? The answer is that the carnival should not be cancelled. Isn't that right, Mr. Mayor? Well...
His chair looks really evil.
Yeah, it kinda does.
Are you serious, Muto?
That's not my name, dumbass.
It seems that the giant chunk of rock above us hasn't caught your eye.
That's because my eyes are always closed.
I don't have eyes, so what's your excuse? At
Shit.
this time every year, we are overrun by tourists, so why is the town empty?
Here's a better question. How come me and my partner here are both going rah, rah, but your soldier friend over there isn't doing the same thing that you're doing?
Clearly, it's your job to ensure the carnival's operation, but that's if people are here for it. Also, shut up. Don't drag merchants and soldiers Simmons into this.
Don't drag shoulders into this! If the soldiers wish to run...
Wait. What was that cow? What was that cow?
It was a cow, obviously.
It had a flat face.
We'll look at it in a moment. If the soldiers wish to run, then run, Vissen! Or Vicen, I don't care anymore. We councilmen will stick to tradition. This carnival will be a success! I've never heard of a defense unit abandoning its town. Madame Aroma would surely say the same thing, wouldn't she, Mayor Dotor? Let's not bring my wife into this. Wow, I actually can't get a good look, but cow. Because I'm tiny.
Look at that. It's like got a paper face. All must take refuge.
On with the carnival! That's going on. I'm just gonna leave. Bye. Hug the doorknob!
Was there a living plant in here just now?
Also, the secretary, totally not here right now.
She
See if
ran.
it- Yeah, she GTFO'd. No one in here either.
Well, I think that's because the person who's normally in here is now in the inn.
I'm looking around at all this stuff and I don't know why. Also, adult, shut up.
But what about the decuness and the...
She was basically telling me to go use the Deku flower, even though I already know to do that.
Looked like you were humping that doorknob.
Well, I like hug it or something. I don't know.
Love turns.
No, I'm not ready for this. I think we need to start seeing other doors. I don't know. Okay. Hi, banker. Bye, banker. Wait, where's the curiosity sheet?
Money.
Or is it this right here? Let's see.
Can you not read the signs?
I guess I can, technically. Yo, hey, baby! I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance until dawn. Shall we dance?
So is this guy a
Yes.
recurring character?
What do you mean?
I think I've seen him in other Zelda games, but I can't remember.
He's in Ocarina of Time, I know that much. I don't think he's in much else, though. Oh, yeah! In that case, forget the time. Let's dance! He also dances to Saria's song.
Do 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 do. This is totally nostalgic. This is actually what happens when you listen to Saria's song. Hours pass and you don't notice.
Also, I like how Link is just like, Night of the final day, 12 hours remain. Oh yeah, how was it? It went by in an instant, right? I'm still full of energy. But outside it seems to have gotten kind of dangerous. Yikes, I'm getting out of town. Take care. I know of a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Would you like to learn it? Tell me, sure. Oh yeah, now listen up. I said I was gonna leave, but fuck that. It seems that if you play that mysterious song backward, you can slow the passage of time. And if you play each note twice in a row, you can move a half day forward through time. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? If you learn a new song, come try it on me. Until then, I'll see you later, baby.
That is definitely one addition that I loved in the 3DS version, was that particular song would allow you to actually pick the hour you go to.
Yeah, it doesn't do that in this version, but to be fair, that's fine with me.
Yeah, but there was so much less waiting.
Meh. You know what we did back then, Rhino?
You
know what
went and
we
made
did?
a sandwich?
When we had to wait, we put the controller down, and we went and we ate food.
That's what
Also-
I just said.
Yeah, I know. Got a piece of heart.
I like how because you landed right before you grabbed it, it looked like flower petals were all around you when you grabbed it. Just like, oh.
Oh, this is you.
The door to the clock tower opens only once a year, at midnight, on the eve of the carnival.
All right.
You know, if
Well-
you haven't heard the people talk about it all this time.
So, should we end the episode here?
Well, I mean, how long has it been going?
33 minutes.
Probably?
Yeah, we're gonna end the episode here. Oh, yeah, sure. Also, by the way, kind of a lot closer now, isn't it?
Hello.
Alright, so we're gonna end the episode here.
Do I have
Sorry
a
that
booger?
Sorry that it's not gonna be until episode 3 that Tattle shut up. Sorry that it's not gonna...
to say.
Sorry that it's not going to be until episode 3 that we finally turn back into a human, but that's how it's got to be. So,
Hey,
shut up.
hey,
Anyway,
don't
see
end
you
the episode.
Next
Hey.
time. Next time
No,
we will.
Don't
It will
do
be
it.
midnight. Next time it'll be midnight, and we'll go up there
Hey.
and we'll see what's going on. So, I've been Max,
hey, I'm Rhino.
and until next time,
No, don't do it.
Ninja!
My
Hiya!
fans.
Away! Away! That didn't work.
Hey.
Title deed!